Hi, welcome to Free Spirit. So I'm doing this overall weekly spirit reading for November 4th to the 11th, a little bit early because I got the spirit message. So whenever I get the spirit message, I know it's time to do the reading, and I couldn't wait to do this reading. I feel picked up, literally. There's so much divine love and support coming that they're picking us up, literally, like our spirits up. So that's what I'm feeling as I sit down. I feel lifted up. I feel like we're getting picked up, like a spirit pick me up that I keep talking about. But the message here, before I get into the reading, it's all about, the spirit message was rising above it all. Isn't that fitting? So I'm going to put it in the description box below before we get into the whole tarot energy and all of that good stuff. But the spirit message that's coming through for November 4th to the 11th is rising above it all. This is rising above it all. Rising above challenges, rising above disappointments, rising above what has happened around you and is happening around you, and rising above what used to hold you down or back from within too. It's a huge, massive rising up and above now, rising above issues, rising above problems. You get the idea. We're all being pushed and supported at the same time to rise above it all. Focus on what's really important, what's really meaningful. That's the key now. Everything else can melt away as easy as that. It's not that important. Focus on what truly is important now, and not let the rest get in the way of that. Rise above it all. I loved this message. This bathed me because I don't know about you, but you know, life is not simple. It's complicated. Things work out, some things don't. I just love it. Rise above it all. When you really drink that in, it's like it just falls away from you. It's so beautiful. Just rise above it all. Focus on what's truly important, what's truly meaningful. A lot of what we just get sucked into is really not that important. And it's just amazing how we lose sight of that when we're in it. But just being reminded, rise up above it all, just focus on what's important, let the rest melt away. It's like the most cleansing feeling. And that's what I feel. So the 4th to the 11th, rise up. What does it say? Rising above it all. Rising above it all. So what are the messages for all who catch this video for the week of the 4th to the 11th? Rising above it all. Rising above it all. Ooh, jeez. Rising above it all. What's our journey going to be like the 4th to the 11th? If I feel like we're getting almost divine love and support to pick ourselves back up and rise above it all. Rise above it all. Rise above it all. Keep rising above it all and keep going. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what's going to come out. The 4th to the 11th. The 4th to the 11th. Ooh. The 4th to the 11th. Rising above it all. What is our journey going to be like next week? The 4th to the... Ooh. Wow. That came out so strong. 6 of Gabriel. Oh my God. This is success. This is success for hard work. This is success for your efforts. This is why I felt picked up even before I started. This is congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. Let me start off with this. What a wonderful way to pick this up. And look at the divine love and support that we have as we're going forth on our path now. We're doing what we need to do, taking the inspired action, going forward with our projects, whatever that might be. And it says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. But basically, it's saying that you've been doing a really good job. Keep going forward with your efforts. You have divine love and support here, and continue on. Continue on. You're getting signs of success. Don't let that stop you. Keep going forward at this time. That's what it's saying. It's time to move on to the next project. So keep going with what you're doing. There's success here. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. We're charging forth to the Ace of Michael. I have chills all over my body. There are new things coming in. There are new cycles coming in. Say yes to the new. You could have new information, new ideas, new projects. It's saying a wonderful new idea. Don't allow the bumps in the road to hinder your progress. That was part of the spirit message of rising above it all. Look, he's up on the mountaintop, rising above it all. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. This is new ideas, new information, new inspiration. Don't let the bumps in the road or of the past hold you back now. You have signs of success. Keep going forward. There's new information coming through, new ideas coming through, new projects coming through, a new chance on something coming through, and you're rising above it all. I have chills. I mean, that spirit message was rising above it all, and here you are. You're not letting the bumps in the road alter your success. You're welcoming in the new ideas, the new projects, the new information. You're getting signs of success of what's to come here. Keep going. Keep going. There's, yeah, what's really leaping out is don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Wonderful new ideas are coming in. New information, possibly new ways to go. And definitely rise above it all. You see how he's on that cliff? It's rise above it all. Like whatever is transpiring around you, whatever happened recently, just move forward with feeling successful. You've put in a lot of good work and hard work in areas. Keep doing that, planting those seeds. You're doing a wonderful job, and more information is going to come. More inspiration and ideas are going to come, and let it lift you higher. Rise above it all. Ooh, ow, God, these are falling out in a really bizarre way today for some reason. They're really flying. Two of Ariel. This is finding the balance within it all. It's really finding the balance within it all here. And it says it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once and making work fun. But what I'm getting here is that you could be juggling a couple of things here. And it's important also to maintain your balance through it all. That's part of the thing of the spirit message was about rising above it all, maybe finding that inner balance. As you're moving forward with your projects and all these new ideas, finding your balance within it all, balancing it out. It's going to be a balancing act. That's what I'm really getting from this card. You could be working on multiple things at once, but and it almost reminds me of the Fool going off the cliff, but you're not. But it's right next to Ace and Michael. So there's new ideas and new inspirations, but you're almost balancing it with, you're balancing it in a way to stabilize it. So it's like, this is what I'm just intuitively getting. You're going to find a way to balance everything that's going on, finding a way to rise up above it all, everything that happened before. There could have been bumps in the road. You're balancing that out. At the same time, new things are coming in, new things you want to move forward with. You're going to find new balance with this, with like new information, new ideas. How can you balance it out? How can you make it work? That's what I feel. And it's new. Like, see how he's hanging about to go up the cliff in this particular card, which is so interesting. It's very unusual, it is. And it's linking to the Fool in some regard, because the Fool reminds me of newness, which is Ace of Michael. So there's like new ideas, new inspiration, things you're taking a leap with. But you have to find the balance through it. And you're going to be divinely balancing this out. There's huge success coming in here with these new ideas, projects, inspiration. Go with it. Find the balance within it. Find ways to work it out so it goes along with your stability and your foundations that you already have, you know, balancing it out. And also your energy with it. Finding the proper balance with it as well. But as long as you find a way to do it balanced, there's huge success here. And we have Six of Michael, which is going, again, with the rising up above it all. This is going to smoother seas. We've been in rocky waters. There were past disappointments. It was a rocky road to get here. We're going into smoother waters. This has been coming up in the last 2 weeks, that we're all moving on from past disappointments, past things not working out. We're moving forward now, and it's a clearer day moving forward. We see where we're going. It's a smoother path ahead. And it says it's a light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sign of the relief and make new plans. Again with the new plans. And here's Ace and Michael. So there's success with these new plans that you're going to be balancing out, bringing new balance to your life, going into smoother waters. You hear the fire engine? Sorry about that. Yeah, we're moving to smoother waters. We're going to find new balance within ourselves with these new ideas, new projects, and we're going to be finding new successes with them. That's what's coming through. So say hello to those new ideas, new projects, find balance with it, and we're all going to smoother waters. The worst is behind us. The disappointments are behind us. And we have a hint of success already from working hard. You're going to start seeing the payoff. You know you're going the right way. That's what it kind of reminds me of the Six of Michael on the Six of Gabriel. It's like success and moving into smoother waters, right? Opening yourself up to new ideas, new inspiration, figuring out how you're going to balance it. And are you ready for this? Didn't I not say this reminds me of the Fool? It's balancing the new ideas, the new projects, the new things you want to bring in your world, and we have new beginnings. Yeah, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. This is what's happening here. We're moving into smoother waters. We're starting a new life. It keeps on talking about finding your purpose in a real, genuine, divine way, starting a new life. There are new cycles going on. It's all about transformations right now, out with the old and with the new beginnings. So you're moving forward to smoother waters for a whole new beginning. And it's a real reviewing of the past. You know, we're also getting to the end of the year where you take a look back of the review of the past, what worked, what didn't, how are you going to move forward. You're going to find a new balance. This has been coming up over and over. We're working out a new divine balance for ourselves in all ways, whether it's relationships, work, projects, what our purpose is. And so we're finding some success with that. We're welcoming new ideas and information and inspiration on how to bring more balance in and to move to smoother waters for these new beginnings. Welcome in the new ideas, the new projects, the new work projects, the new inspirations that you have. It's all leading to new beginnings right now, divine new beginnings. These are divine cycles coming in. So let's see, should I get one card? Like what happens after a new... Let's see the energy. Let's see what's the energy around here. As literally we're seeing signs of success in opening ourselves up to new ideas, new projects, finding out a way to bring more balance to our life with this, incorporating that into our life, maybe juggling multiple things, but also being extremely balanced through the whole process, going to smoother waters and welcoming. It's a whole new beginning. It's a new cycle, starting a new life with these new projects and leaving the past. So what's the energy from the 4th to the 11th as we have envy. This is a really interesting card. This is actually believing that you don't have all you need. Out here, everybody seems to have everything, or things come easier to them and you don't have what you need. I feel like we're moving away from that we're starting to create these new projects, these new situations for ourselves, that there's no need to look at other people. There's no need to envy other people. You have the jewel right there. In his hand, he has the jewel right here. So it's like looking at other people thinking they have more than you, or you can't get to what the divine seems out here and you don't have anything, but you have the jewel. There's nothing to envy. There's no competition. You have all you need. You do have all you need for these new ideas, new projects, these new beginnings. You're moving to smoother waters. There's nothing to envy. If someone's looking at you and being envious, you're going to be moving on from that. Like, you're not going to have any toxic people with that kind of energy either. So it's moving away from envious kind of things on either side. And then you have the garden and the gate. This is going through the gate to a field of abundance, basically. Moving to smoother waters, going through... if this was such a long journey just to get to the gate, and you're going forward to a new beginning. You see the light on the horizon here. And it's of abundance. It's of you opening the gate too and allowing yourself to walk through with these new ideas. And that's what I'm really getting from here. It's you're allowing yourself to finally go through the gate and go through this, to this field of abundance for yourself. So maybe you're realizing you do have what it takes to just go through the gate and go through to this garden, that you are deserving of it, that you finally got to here. Yeah, oh my gosh, you can't make this up. It's the Magician and the Mirror. This is divine balance. You know how I kept on saying divine balance? Also of transformation. This is like fire and ice and all the elements, and you're creating this divine balance, and it's going to be reflected back to you. You're the manifester. You're the magician, and then you're also the mirror. So when you manifest new ideas, new inspirations, when you're doing true balance for yourself, you're releasing any envy that you might have of other people, or whatever of the past, truly walking through with your abundance and your balanced, moving forward in this way, it's going to be reflected back to you. That means that you're the manifestor, the magician, and you're also the mirror. So what you're putting out there now is going to be reflected to you. There's no easier way to explain that one, but that's the new beginning. It's getting through everything we have been, the choppy seas, the choppy waters, going to the new beginnings, and bringing in more balance has been coming in over and over, and you're manifesting this, and then it's going to be reflected back to you. And this is really beautiful. Let's see if there's one. Oh, this, I was thinking of this when this came out. They're very similar. It's Healer of the Ages. We've healed so much more. See how they're both open-handed like this? It's like justice. It's a new balance coming in here. It's doing all the work. You've healed so much that you're a clear channel here. You're working with all the elements here as the magician. You're healed, and you're like a healed magician now manifesting what you want in your life, and it's going to be reflected back to you. This is the rise up. The spirit message was rise up. Exactly what was the spirit message? My iPad always goes to dark. It literally says rising above it all. And here you are rising above it all, using your clear, open. Here you healed yourself. You moved on. You're balancing. You have new information, new inspiration, new projects you want to go. You're going into smoother waters. And you're coming through all this now, moving to smoother waters, healed, balanced, working all the elements, and it's going to be reflected back to you. This is really beautiful. This is like all about rising above it all, rising above all the challenges, rising above all the disappointments. You're moving on smoother waters. You're seeing signs of success of it already. You're moving towards, it's all resting on these new beginnings. This is the divine new cycle that's coming in. The divine new beginning is because we're going to our new beginning like this. I couldn't have picked two better cards, to be honest. That's how the new cycle is beginning. You're going to be open, clear here. A lot of heart healing has happened. You're linked with the divine, and it's balanced. You're working all the elements in a very balanced way, and it's going to be reflected back to you. That's the new cycle. Those are like two perfect cards of what's been coming up over and over again. So for the 4th to the 11th, you're rising up above it all the past disappointments, all the past things, moving to smoother waters with these new ideas, new inspirations, facing those new beginnings, creating a new balance because of all of that, balancing it all. And look at, these are us in here, totally balanced, working the elements, and healed, Healer of the Ages. So let's see what kind of goddess guidance we have for the 4th to the 11th as we go forward with these new ideas, inspirations, going to smoother waters, coming through much more balanced. We're the magician. We're the manifestor in this state here. We're leaving all the other stuff behind. Ooh. And we had, oh my God, you can't make this up, medicine woman. This is totally the magician, basically. The medicine woman. That's how we're coming in. Where we have such huge healing power right now. And it literally says you're a channel for divine healing power. We're stepping into our power. We're stepping into our divine healing power. We're manifesting this. We have Healer of the Ages, and it says divine healing power. You are a channel for divine healing power. It's a call to not shy away from this power, utilize and tap into, just like a medicine woman, what you're manifesting here. And remember, you're a channel for divine healing power. That's what's happening right now. You're kind of healing yourself, but then also your life and the moves in your life. Everything's going to smoother waters, new beginnings. You're in your power as the manifestor here, the magician back here. It's just confirming all over the place. It's a very powerful time. It's a time of new cycles, of a new, healed, new beginning. That's what I feel like this new cycle is. It's a new beginning, being much more healed and much more in your power. So look at how much more you can manifest that's going to be coming from that divine energy. That's what the whole ingredients of the new cycle is. It's really beautiful. And nothing goes poof overnight, but this is the energy that's at work right now when we're talking about transformations and new beginnings, that we're much more in our power of manifestation power. And here, like just when I said it doesn't go poof, it says easy does it. This is all about divine timing. Divine timing is at work here through the whole thing. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. There's a lot of, you're not doing this all on your own kind of thing. That you still have to go with the rhythm of the universe. It's all divine timing. These are all divine new beginnings, divine new cycles. Some of it you're doing and manifesting and is in your divine power, and some of it's divine power. And so you have to know where your place is in it all. You know, what's your spot in it, where's your control, where it's not, where you tighten the reins and do something, where you let go a little bit. And it's like that dance with the universe. Let's see what we can surrender, power of surrender for the 4th to the 11th as we're moving on. And yeah, we're starting this like divine new cycle, and it's going to be really definite keynotes is smoother times ahead, and keep going with the new ideas, new inspirations to face these new beginnings, new cycles, really fully in your power as the manifestor, the magician, and channeling divine power, because we cleared so much out. So it's just a point of balancing that out. Oh gosh, you can't, a lot about healing. What did it say? Surrender to complete healing. Didn't I say back here, if you want to sum up the new cycle, it's this, that it's a new healed, more healed, divinely healed cycle that we're beginning. If you want to know the ingredients of the new cycle that's coming in, is we're going through there much more in our power of being a magician, and much more cleansed in our hearts going forward. And that's what's going to create this amazing new cycle, new beginnings for us. See, new beginnings. And it's complete healing, surrendering to complete healing, open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. We've done that. We're surrendering to complete healing to go forward, not to repeat the same cycles over and over. We're going to smoother waters to the new beginnings. We're not going to keep doing the same patterns over and over again. And why? Because we're surrendering to setting limits. Maybe we didn't in the past. And it says it is healthy to set boundaries in relationships, practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. We're surrendering to limits, to toxic people, negative circumstances, limits on our time, energy. Yeah, because that drains you away from your own manifesting power. It steers you off course. We've learned our lessons with that. And here we go. Surrender to creativity. Very much in line with the magician and the woman back here, the medicine woman. It's surrendering to creativity here. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. This is key. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all your creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Here we have, back here, remember, we have the Ace of Michael. This is about listening to what comes in, the new thoughts, the new creativity, the new inspirations, the new projects, the new directions, anything new. Again, back here, I don't know why, but for some reason, the Two of Areola balance card, I was getting like it was the Fool, almost going off the cliff with the new idea, the Ace of Michael, the new idea, new inspiration, and the new thought, figuring out how to balance that in your life. And here we have new beginnings. No doubt about it, they're new beginnings, new cycles. Stay open, because it's all about your creativity, and it's all about being the true magician, but not just the magician like the magician in the tarot. This is a healed magician. So you're manifesting what you want reflected back to you in the world. That's this divine new cycle. This is the amazing divine new cycle. So this is what's to keep in mind. This is what all the newness and new cycle and new transformations, and also it's recognizing all the work you've done to get to this point. But pay attention to your creativity. Pay attention to your divine connection, because it's leading you the way to these new beginnings, the new inspirations. And I mean, this is just, I have chills all over my body, because this is just amazing. And again, it's not proof, just the 4th to the 11th. This is what Spirit wants to bring through to you now during that week, to keep in your mind as you're going forward. Keep this as the bigger picture, because this is the ongoing energy. So sometimes I like my readings, like if in the moment I'm faltering during the week and I want to pick me up, I'll listen to even my own reading And I see, oh my God, it's shifting my perspective. Yes, that's the bigger picture. This is the bigger energy. This is what you're supposed to focus on, not the small stuff. So this is what's coming in. This is the new beginnings. This is saying yes to your creative ideas, all your projects, inspirations, going forward, new beginnings, finding a way to balance it all. And you're manifesting and creating a whole new cycle for yourself in your life where all of this is going to be reflected back to you. All the seeds you're planting now, all the work you're doing now is going to be reflecting back to you. That's the power of the magician. We have the power of the medicine woman because you've healed yourself. You're healing the things in your life too. Along the way, that's the smoother waters that we're going through now because you can't make this up. Continue to grow by seeking new knowledge. We applaud your efforts. There's huge divine love and support for this. Continue planting your seeds. Continue seeking new knowledge, going forward with the new ideas, the new projects, finding a way to do them, finding a way to cultivate them. Say yes to yourself. Be open to all the possibilities. Oh my gosh, we keep getting this. Find a way to bring harmony back into your life. Take the first step. This one, they're guiding you along the steps. As you continue to grow, they're applauding your efforts, and they're actually showing you the steps to take with your creative ideas, with the new ideas and inspirations. They're giving it to you. They're showing you, lining up the path, which steps to take for these new beginnings. This is really coming through. This is like the key things for the new cycle. Is there one more? I feel like, ooh, yeah, there was one more. Are you ready for this? You are a star. Step into the spotlight where you belong. This is all about stepping forward, following your truth, going out into the unknown kind of thing, right? And just following your heart. And you are a star. Step into the spotlight where you belong. They want you to like show yourself, show what you're all about. And with the new ideas and the creativity and being true to yourself, stepping out brilliantly, and step into the spotlight. Show yourself, show yourself, show yourself, show your work, show what you're working on. Keep going forward. They're believing in you. Basically, you're a star. Step into the spotlight where you belong. They're shining their light on you, saying you're a star and what you're doing. They want you to have confidence in yourself. Yeah, let's see if we have one more. Is this one more? Well, I think that's it for now. Let's go to the guardian angel cards. There's the guardian angel cards. Let's end it with this. Step into this. You are a star. Step into the spotlight. We have a prayer. Interesting. Dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in, again, with the perfect and divine order. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. Help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. This is it. When they're saying you're a star, it's like we don't feel like the star very often with what we're doing and cultivating and going for. And they're saying, help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. That's them helping you through the steps, helping you plant your ideas, helping you cultivate what you want to grow. And they're saying, help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. And they're guiding us. That's the whole thing about you're a star, leading you along the path to fulfill your hopes, dreams, what you're working for. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. Opportunity. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Remember when they said rising up above it all? Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There is nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desires. You know how I go all over the place, but Six of Michael is moving ahead. Nothing is, the past is behind you. You're moving on to smoother waters, right? To what? To new beginnings, right? You're a star. Yeah, I mean, you can't make this up. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. And we have the star card. We have opportunity here. And this is what's happening. So keep going forward, saying yes to the new. Know that you're moving to smoother waters. Rise up above it all. Anything that happened in the past is behind you. Just go forward joyfully. say yes to all the new ideas, the inspirations, listen to your creativity, because you're starting a whole new beginning and a new cycle in a much more balanced way. I mean, if we went back to here, you're the magician and the healer all in one together. You're a magician, a healed magician, using everything you have at your everything you have in your life to have it reflected back to you. I mean, this is really powerful. This is really powerful, and you have extreme backing here, saying to continue sowing those seeds. They applaud your efforts, and they're helping you with the steps. They're helping you with each step, actually. So you are a star step into the spotlight. I absolutely love this reading. Yeah, so should we, I feel like I just want a blessing for some reason. Let's put on a blessing as well. This is really beautiful. Let's bless our new beginning, right? What's a blessing for our new beginning, our new cycle coming in here as a balanced manifester, a balanced healed magician? Wow, a balanced, yeah, wow. Humor lights the world. Interesting. I am blessed by wit and humor. I see the light side of dark times. I see the antic grace and awkwardness, the comic foibles in human nature. I am serious in my commitments, but I'm lighthearted in my fulfillment of them. So they're saying to be lighthearted through this process. Don't take everything so seriously. Lighten up. They always give me messages of lighten up. And just when I started this video, didn't I say I feel like they're picking us up? You know, sometimes we get just down. Just lighten up, literally. Lighten up helps everything. Lighten up through the whole process of everything. And just like they said, you're rising up above it all, and let everything else fall away. Lighten up and let it just melt away. Humor lights the world. Ooh, that's what's in my hands. The symphony of life. Yeah, the symphony of life. Yep. Spirit is the great conductor. I am given my cues. There is no need for haste. Just like we had with that divine timing. It's all confirming. I'm given my cues. There's no need for haste. There's no place in me for impatience. Delays and detours to my limited vision are actually the perfect path unfolding to a higher eye. We've been getting this a lot. It's all divine timing. The Spirit is a great conductor. It's the one that has orchestrated this whole thing. We're given our cues. We follow them. We can be patient through this. Easy does it. Know that all the delays, detours, and all of that in our limited vision is actually the perfect path. Everything is unfolding as it should. Just like it kept saying, like, it's not on, it doesn't go poof. This isn't all happening in 1 week, but this is to keep in mind what is happening and to know that it's happening in divine, perfect order. So let go of everything else. Rise up above it all. If you keep thinking, why isn't it happening yet? Or, you know, looking at the delays and detours, especially Mercury's in retrograde. I forgot to say that. Mercury retrograde all of November. So all this divine timing, easy does it. Spirit's the great conductor. It's trusting and believing there's divine order no matter what it looks like to you. That there's a greater orchestra here playing, a conductor here, and it's all working out perfectly, no matter what you think or feel. So let that bathe you with, you know, some solace here too. So I think that's why I was supposed to pull a blessing card, honestly. So we keep that in our minds as well, that about this divine timing. Because I know I'm very impatient, and it's just very soothing to hear. Sometimes just be reminded it's not all in your control. Sometimes there's just nothing left for you at the moment to do. You just gotta wait, write it out. My inner wisdom. I count myself as a valuable, insightful, and objective observer of life. Looking at my life and my situation, I applaud my capacity for wise choices, discerning action. I am more clear-eyed and perceptive than I have often thought. And part of it is the new wise choices that we're making. It's also discerning action, when to take action, when not to take action. As I was babbling on about divine timing, know when it's your time to move, when it's not, when it's in your control, when it's not, when to take that divine inspiration and move forward with it. And we're applauding. There's a sense of self-worth here. There's a sense of looking at yourself and applauding your own capacity for wise choices and discerning action and being more clear-eyed and having a higher perception of it all. And so maintain that. You have divine inner wisdom. And this is helping us through the whole process as well. It's honoring ourselves on a very divine level. And there's profound inner wisdom coming through too, which is going to help you, as I said before, with the steps going on. There's divine love and support all around. So stay open to that and trust your own inner wisdom, because you're brilliant. Sometimes we doubt our own brilliancy. We can almost toot everybody else's horn but ourselves. And I think that was coming up too. It's like with the star, when they kept saying you're a star, but you don't feel like a star, was coming through, and all the work you've done, and all of this. And it really is, you know, again, there's wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There's nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. That's what they want you to do. And we're on our way to do that with this new cycle and new beginnings. And as you speak, you're moving to smoother waters. Say yes to all the new ideas. Your creativity is off the charts. And toot your own horn. Believe in your own inner wisdom. Move forward on those ideas and welcome in these new beginnings, because this is just everything. The Ace, moving to new beginning, moving on to smoother waters, new beginnings, and you know how I go all over the place. New beginnings, and where was that Ace? The Ace, hold on a second. You know, I used like 6 different decks, but it's all about moving on and creating, well, let's not forget success. It's all success. Oh, and balancing it all. And there was this new beginnings card that was like the most important, actually. And here it is. New beginnings. So this is what we are moving on to, these lovely new beginnings. And you are a healed manifester is what I'm really getting here. This is the new cycle, a new healed manifester. Easy does it. Follow those opportunities and remember your creativity and act on all those new ideas. They're supporting you. They're helping you with the steps. And the direct spirit message was rising above it all. So that's literally what you're doing. You're rising above it all, moving on to smoother waters and creating, going forward with all these new opportunities, new beginnings. And they want you to believe more in yourself and believe more in what you're going for. It's all soon going to be reflected back to you in a much more balanced way. This has been coming over and over again because you've healed and you're using everything to manifest this new reflection back to you. I hope that translates correct, but you know, that you get that. That's what's happening. That's why we had so much work of healing ourselves and learning how to manifest different things for our life. The two comboed together is going to be the reflection back. That is the new cycle. That's the new beginning. Through it all, easy does it. Half you're doing, half the divine's doing. Everything's divinely orchestrated. So that's the big picture to keep in mind. Have a great week, 4th to the 11th, and take care. Bye-bye.